everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and it's Friday again, and you're getting to see my face, which means that I have a digital sneak peek for you from Diamond Art Club this week. As I mentioned in a digital sneak peek I had a couple weeks ago, there have been some delays with some shipments from Diamond Art Club, and they thought that we could go ahead and try out doing some sneak peeks in kind of a digital style that'll still hopefully give you a look at these diamond painting kits, particularly where those special drills are going to go, because I know that's what many of you are most interested in, and to be honest, that's me too. So I'm also going to take you through some of the basics of the kits themselves in case you're new to Diamond Art Club and not sure what the toolkit looks like or what the features of the canvas, what Diamond Art Club has to offer. So I'm going to take you through that with a different kit that I happen to have in hand that is by the same artist of the kit that I have to share a digital sneak peek with you of today. So now the kit I have to share with you today is called Weather Goddess and is by Ivy Dolamore. I'll put a picture of the original artwork up here on the screen. This is a little bit different than I feel like we typically see from Ivy Dolamore's style, and I was curious, so I went and looked up to see what has the artist said about this piece, if anything, and I thought I would let you guys know in case I love hearing the story behind the artwork. So the story behind it is that from the artist, high on her perch, the goddess of weather carefully crafts every gorgeous sky with care. She considers every mix of colors, every cloud, and every star. Then the artist said, "Happy Year of the Tiger. I knew I wanted to do a piece for the Chinese New Year. I thought it would be really cool to create something with patterned cast shadows, so I designed these lanterns to create beautiful flowers casting glow across the piece. Inside each is a sky carefully crafted by the goddess herself." So for this week, the specific kit, let me give you the stats breakdown too, and while I do, I'll pop up a picture of the digital render on the screen if you want to get a sense for how this is going to look in diamond painting form. This kit is huge. It is large. That level of detail, it's probably not totally surprising. The size on this is 105.8 by 69.9 centimeters, which is 41.7 by 27.6 inches. To give us all that detail, we are going to have square drills, and it's going to have 63 colors, including 3 ABs, 1 Electro diamond, and 2 fairy dust colors. So it's going to have 119,000 plus diamonds when you actually complete this kit. So this is definitely going to be a bigger undertaking in terms of diamond painting projects, but you know how it goes with these big kits, right? Like that size is going to give you a level of detail and clarity that is going to be really, really well worth the work that you're going to, and time that you're going to put into actually completing it. So I have a little, by the way, I have a little puppy break for you guys. This is Scout. You might have heard in my whip and chat this past week that we got a puppy. He's been with us for about a week and is just a little love bug, and I'm flying solo as I'm filming this, and so he is definitely not feeling like it's nap time or anything like that, but I feel like I owed a little bit of a puppy Dex after I mentioned him in my whip and chat this week. So there, oh, you're gonna say hello? Yes, we're so cute. So he's our sweet little Scout, and yeah, so I might have to break a little bit here and there as I'm trying to film this video for you guys today, but hopefully you don't mind. But anyway, that said, really quickly, the release information itself. This kit is going to be coming out tomorrow, which is Saturday. It's April 26th at, I can't believe May is almost here, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. That is the general release. And if you're in the Diamond or Ruby tier of the rewards program, you do get a half an hour early access window. So I recommend logging into your account a little bit ahead of time and start refreshing on the new arrivals page, and the new kits will populate there usually a couple minutes early. So I'm always refreshing early. Isn't that right? Are we going to be shopping this weekend? Oh, yes, tell me. So anyway, that said, now I would love to go ahead and I'm going to kind of hop in with you guys to chat about this where we're actually looking overhead at the kit. I'm going to show you the toolkit, the different features, like what the canvas looks like and stuff, so that way you at least kind of know a little bit of what to expect. And I have if you remember from the digital sneak peek I did a couple of weeks ago, I have those super, super helpful images of where the special drills are going to be found that honestly, I kind of love them and love that Diamond Art Club created those for us. So I'm going to show you those and show you where all these gorgeous special drills are going to be found. There's a ton. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and start looking at the kit overhead instead. So when you get Weather Goddess, it is going to come in a box that is pretty similar to this one, just with the render of the original artwork wrapped around the top of the box. It'll have the title, the artist, and the size here, and it will be blue down here at the bottom part because it does have square drills. If you get a kit that has round drills, that's when it'll have pink branding here. On the back of the box will be some information about how to diamond paint. If you are a beginner, bravo to you for tackling a bigger project like this. And I will have some beginner videos linked below if you would find that helpful. Then we have your kit contents written out for you, and we'll go over those as well once we open this up. And then the name and picture of the artwork is going to be down here at the bottom, so you're able to sort out your collection a little bit more easily. Then once we go to open this up, oh, that's right, I taped over this. You can see how I repackage my kits after I open them. Your kit's gonna come in a sleeve like this one. And then there's gonna be the toolkit, which let's go ahead and open this up. I have reviewed different parts of the toolkit, including doing a demo of the new Twist and Pick pens. I'll have those videos linked below as well. Your pen is either going to come preloaded with putty or a clear wax. It just kind of depends. They're working on transitioning over to a clear wax. It is refillable, so if you run out of what's already preloaded in here, well, you twist it one way to make more come out, and then you twist it the opposite direction, and you can reload more in once you take it all the way off. Then on the other end is going to be, there's a 4-placer, and this is removable. They also give you a 7-placer, or you can fit their metal multi-placers in here. Just make sure you get the kind that is just the push-in as opposed to the screw-in type. We also have some extra baggies. You can store diamonds in those, and then you will get either an extra pack of putty or an extra pack of the clear wax, as well as some of the pink heart wax, which is just like a classic and old reliable at this point. Here's that 7-placer I mentioned, and then this is the new tray. This is my favorite of their upgrades, though I picked this kit because it's an Ivy Dolamore, but it doesn't have the most up-to-date trays. They did update these trays to have a slightly longer spout for one, and a coordinating longer removable stopper. Sorry, stumbling over my words. They also, based on feedback, cut back these lines just a little bit so that the drills don't get stuck here. But they still come with the sliding lid and are overall much bigger than your standard diamond painting tray. And I like them quite a lot. I think that they are, overall, these new toolkits have a lot of nice features and upgrades from, you know, your basic standard diamond painting toolkit. Then you'll also in here have a set of, well, there's this pamphlet in here, and I realized I don't have the treasure quest card for this one handy. It's separate. Let me grab that real quick so that I can explain that to you, because you'll likely get one with Weather Goddess. So this is an example of a treasure quest card. It's going to have artwork that obviously matches the one in your kit, and it's going to have the title and the artist name and the size, and then it's also going to have a tier ranking. This one happens to be bronze. There's bronze, silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest and bronze being the most common. And on each of these cards, they're a fun like collectible, but they're also part of a secondary rewards program. They have redemption codes you can scratch off here, and when you get various combinations of like so many bronze and so many silver and so many gold or so many black, you can redeem for things like gift cards or a custom diamond painting. I will have, along with all those other links below, a link to the Treasure Quest cards part of the Diamond Art Club website, so you can read about all of those options for yourself. Then in this pamphlet, there is some helpful info like tips and tricks, step-by-step instructions, and here's a QR code for the Facebook group, which you can join once you've made your first purchase. These are QR codes for 20% off your first app purchase, and then we have a set of stickers. This is obviously going to match the kit that you get. So keep in mind this set of colors is not obviously accurate to Weather Goddess. This is just an example of what yours is going to somewhat look like. They're going to come with these pre-cut sticker labels, which I find to be pretty handy. The code in the right-hand column is going to be the DMC color code, and all the special drills will be at the end of the list. Over here, you will have some stickers that match your kit, including, you know, the stats and a spot to write your start and end date. I use these once I start working on a kit, and I put them in my paper logbook. Then the canvas and the diamonds are going to be in here, And while I'm opening this up, I just wanted to mention really quickly that if you are brand new to Diamond Art Club and thinking of making your very first purchase, I do have a 20% off discount code you're welcome to use. That is just my name, Katie, Katie, and the number 20. It is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it. There's no pressure though. You'll see some other discount codes you already have in this video. I would just recommend taking advantage of one of them so that you are not paying full price for your order. Now, as far as the features on this canvas go, I just want to kind of, you'll get a pack of diamonds like this. And then as far as what is on the canvas and what it's made of and everything, so there will be branding up here at the top of Do It Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. And then the edges of the canvas will be scalloped and poked, so there shouldn't be any fraying. And then the back of the canvas is this really soft material. I overall do really like Diamond Art Club's canvases and find that they lay flat pretty well and hold diamonds pretty well. And then we do have a thick plastic cover over some pretty sticky poured glue, and the perforated cover is either going to come with pink lines or gray, possibly no lines, but most likely gray. That's what they're transitioning over to. So if you want to use these perforated sections to work on your kit, you absolutely can. Then the legend is going to be at the top left as well as over at the bottom right. Then at the bottom left of the canvas, you'll get to see a thumbnail of the artwork, the title, the size, and then copyright. So just like this piece, which is legally licensed by Diamond Art Club from Ivy Dolamore, Weather Goddess will be the same. That means that Ivy Dolamore has both given their permission for the use of that artwork and is being compensated for it as well. You'll see their branding, or sorry, their socials down here and another discount code. And then here's a little bit of information about their lifetime warranty. The rest of the information is on the website, but as long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty. Just to give you an example of up close of what some of the symbols look like on a Diamond Art Club kit. They tend to be printed pretty clearly and they use a nice variety of symbols, and it's, you know, I don't tend to have any issues or complaints with them, but just as some examples of some of the colors you'll see, some of the symbols you'll see on your kit. That said, I would love to now hop into talking about what the special drills in this particular project Moon Goddess are going to be. I'm gonna bring you down a little bit closer and we'll talk about those. First, let's talk about the ABs in this kit, which there are 3 in total. AB diamonds, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These get their name from the Northern Lights and have this iridescent coating on the top that is really, really sparkly. It's grabbing the light and it's gonna grab kind of some of the colors of the drills around it too, because it is kind of almost multicolor. It's that iridescent effect. And it's a bold special drill. I feel like it's just one of those old, it's a standard. It's been around for a long time at Diamond Art Club, this particular special drill type. So these are just some examples of different ABs. This is available in the a la carte. You can get it in the accessories section from Diamond Art Club, this set of AB diamonds in round or square drills. So the first AB that we're going to talk about in this kit is AB 318. It's kind of a steel gray AB, and if you take a look at the screen, you'll be able to see where the lit up sections are in each of these special drill images. The lit up sections are where each of the particular special drills are going to be found. So AB 318 is going to be found just in a few places. So it looks like a little bit of the tiger's whiskers and a few of the stars in the background in the night sky. Then along the top of the lantern that the goddess is holding in her hand, it looks like maybe there's a couple in like the top of her bun too, and then a few in the lantern that her arm is resting on. So not a ton of this particular AB in this piece, but that steel gray color I think is going to be really, really pretty. Next up, we have AB 741, which is a tangerine orange AB that is a little bit lighter than this shade of orange. And this one there's a lot more of. Here on the screen, you can see it is in a lot of those flower patterns and other symbols on the lines outside of the lanterns. So there's several of them there. There's also a little bit like sprinkled on her ankle. I think she might be wearing some jewelry there. A little bit in her robe, a little bit like on the top of the tiger's back, and then a little bit in like the trees and florals up on the top left. I also see some of this color in the fabric in parts of her outfit too. So it looks like there will be a decent amount of this color in this piece. So I'm imagining that'll be a decent size bag. The third and last AB in this kit, I actually do have in this set. It's going to be AB 5200. It's a white AB that you see this in a lot of Diamond Art Club kits. It just is very, it's like a classic at this point. It's kind of got almost a rainbowy effect on the top. So this particular AB is going to be in even more of the stars in the background and kind of like almost the magic mote look of the little magic motes all throughout this piece. It's also in that lantern up in the top left, as well as a little bit on the side of the tiger's arm. So this one is, and I see one in the center of the tiger's eye as well. So that kind of classic AB is just going to be in a few of those white spots, so you have a little bit of extra sparkle throughout this kit. Next, we have our Electro Diamond. There's one of this particular color in this kit, and these are the 3 Electro Diamond colors the Diamond Art Club currently has to offer. There is like a traditional silver, your traditional gold, and this really cool dark blue. Now, Electro Diamonds have this metallic effect. The bright flat color you're seeing is what goes flat on the canvas. Then the metallic look is obviously what's going to be pointing up. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see. But this gold metallic is, I feel like, the one you see the most often, though you don't see a ton of Electro Diamonds in general, not compared to like ABs or fairy dust, because they are such a very distinct type of special drill that they're really only used in places that Diamond Art Club is like, oh, this fits the artwork perfectly. And I think that's the case for this particular artwork as well. So this particular gold Electro Diamond in this kit is going to be found in the jewelry that the goddess is wearing. So there's a couple in her earring, there's some in her rings, there's this little clasp at her waist, and then this like little chain that kind of drapes from there. It's really subtle. So there's that gold electro throughout all those, and then at her anklet too. And I think it looks like there may be one in the center of the tiger's eye, but that color looks like, I'm not sure if that's actually yellow or if that's from one of the AB colors. So there may or may not be one in the center of the tiger's eye, but that would be a cool look too. So that's our one and only Electro Diamond. Let me talk about our Fairy Dust Diamonds next. Now, Fairy Dust Diamonds are definitely, honestly, my favorite of the special drills that Diamond Art Club has. Fairy Dust Diamonds have this really subtle fine glitter coating on the tops of them. Let me grab one to show you that it's not in your face at all. It's definitely a more just very subtle effect compared to Electro and ABs. And it gives it a pearlescent sheen that is just gonna add a little something extra to the areas that is in the canvas. And darker colors, it tends to be a little bit more visible, but it does, no matter what the color is, it does give it a nice shimmer. So just some examples there, you can see that. Yeah, definitely a pearlescent sheen to it. Now there's 2 fairy dust colors in this particular project. The first of which, oh my gosh, there's a ton of it. Z666. So this is going to be a cherry red fairy dust color. And as you can see, it really is just, it's everywhere. So it's in some of the florals of the tree branches, and then it's also in just a lot of these lanterns. It's going to be right next to that AB color that we had earlier, and I think it was the orange shade, and it's also in, there's some like petals falling from the tree up in the sky. That's what those marks are, so it's in there as well. I also see it, you see how her robe has like the parts of the fabric that are flowing away from her waist. There's a lot of this particular fairy dust drill in there, as well as a few different spots in her torso too. So there's a lot of this particular color in this piece. So I'd imagine you're gonna have, you know, a big bag or two of this one. And I love, just with those colors being so prevalent in this particular artwork, I think that this special drill is going to be a really pretty effect. Just an overall subtle shimmer though, without being too overpowering. And then our very last special drill and our second fairy dust diamond is Z3856, which is a really pale beige color. If I'm remembering this correctly, I almost kind of call this one ivory, but it's probably got a little bit more brown to it than that. You can see that this is also in the lanterns. So those lanterns are just going to be full of special drills in general. It looks like it's also in a couple of spots, like some of the lighter areas of the leaves and the blossoms, little like line of it on some little outlines highlighting on the tiger's nose and paw, and a little bit on the goddess's arm, and like I think that's kind of in her torso too. There's a few there, and then just a little bit here and there in those bits of fabric that are flowing away from her waist. So and then a couple in the sky I see up there too. It looks like I can't tell if that's another flower petal or just a little bit in the sky. So this one is just going to add to all the other special drills that are in the lanterns, in the goddess's outfit, and in the blossoms and whatnot and trees, and then a few other spots just to give it a little bit of extra highlight, like where some of these outlines and edges are. Just imagine where the light is kind of glinting off of. But yeah, that's just a look at all the different special drills that are in this kit. Overall, I do really like all of these, and the placement. The fairy dust I think are my favorite, and the gold Electro is always a showstopper. Whenever I see Diamond Art Club has included an Electro diamond in these, I'm like, they do such a nice job of placing this particular special drill. So that's a look at the special drills again, and let me go back to just giving you a quick recap of what the release looks like this weekend and whatnot. All right, friends, so that's a up-close look at Weather Goddess as best as I can give you in one of these digital sneak peeks. I genuinely hope that it was helpful and still helps you decide if this is a kit you're going to want to be shopping for this weekend. Just as a quick reminder, this kit, along with the other new releases, are coming out tomorrow, which is Saturday, April 26th. 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There is that early access window again if you're in the Ruby or Diamond tier of the rewards program. And if it does happen to sell out in that early access window, they do hold back stock for the general release. So you can always check back then just in case. But I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Is this particular kit going to be on your shopping list for the weekend? Is Ivy Dolamore one of those artists that you just collect everything of? I know there are some artists that honestly, Ivy Dolamore is one of them. I will pick up the majority of her pieces because her artwork really speaks to me. Or is this one going to go on your wish list for someday? Or just, are you going to watch others work on it and enjoy it vicariously through them? It's a bigger project. I wouldn't blame you, but I think this is really going to be a showstopper. So that said, you guys, I'm going to take the sleepy puppy up to bed, and I look forward to reading your comments below. And please subscribe if you would like to stay up to date with my diamond painting videos. I would love to have you here with the occasional cameo from my puppy. Yeah, I do lots of diamond painting content here, including weekly whip and chats, unboxings from a variety of different companies, and tutorials and reviews. So yeah, feel free to subscribe if you want to be a part of my community here. I'm gonna let you go, guys. I hope you are doing well and taking care, and that you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Say bye-bye.